Just how much money does it cost to do YouTube in 2023? Now, I can't believe it's this much. The total for the professional YouTuber in 2023 is... So how I'm gonna be splitting up this video in phases is gonna be 2013, the beginning. Then I'm gonna personally go through like 2016, 17 for me, because that was like the first year I really kind of took YouTube as seriously as I could. And then we're gonna compare it to now with 2023, with all the amount of options, opportunities you have as a content creator and the equipment needed to make the best content you can. Now, if you scroll all the way back to the beginning of this YouTube channel, you will see the content is all over the place. I started doing Lego reviews, mocks, stop motions, just anything surrounded by Lego, because that was my huge interest at the time. But how much did it cost? So starting off, you would need a camera. Obviously, I ended up having some random Sony Handycam camcorder thing. It was my dad's, so it was free. So that was just something I got. Then obviously to record gameplay, I needed a screen recorder, which there was like Bandicam and Fraps and a bunch of other stuff back in the day. But I ended up settling and somehow glitching out Camtasia Studio. That was a free screen recording software back in the day. It originally said you had like a week trial. I ended up getting like 2 months for free. I don't know how that happened, but I grinded the fuck out of Happy Wheels. Again, Happy Wheels was a free game, so a lot of games that I ended up playing were just on Miniclip or some JavaScript games, so those were all free. In like 2013, 14, one of my grandparents' friends had passed away, and they had a brand new iPad 1. So I ended up getting the iPad, which acted like my phone because it was basically a camera. Like, I use that to record all the Lego stop motions, all the videos, all the random outdoor videos with Owen or Evan or Ryan or like anything outside. This was the main camera because it actually was better than the camcorder my dad had. Now, because I had just gotten an iPad, the only thing which made sense that I could edit on was iMovie. Back in the day, it didn't just come pre-installed on your device. I actually had to pay $5 for it. To make thumbnails, I didn't need Photoshop or Premiere or anything like that. I had PicMonkey. PicMonkey was a free graphic thumbnail designy type of software. It wasn't even a software, it's literally a website. I learned about it in 7th grade, and that's exactly how I made all my thumbnails for about 2 years. Like I said, the main game that I was playing at this time was Minecraft, so I ended up getting Minecraft on like a discount. Now, obviously, starting with doing Lego reviews, I needed the Lego product to actually review. So for the fun of it, I went and totaled all the Lego sets that I've reviewed on my channel, which, by the way, I reviewed way more that I still have on the camcorder at home. But after totaling all those sets, you get around $635 from 2013's money. So with a staggering 2 purchases on top of the Legos that I'm also gonna include, in 2013, it cost $666.98. Now, moving to 2016, this is a huge pivotal point, I would say, in my content creation time. Starting off with the camera, I ended up getting a Logitech C310. It only could record in 720p, but again, it was $34.99, so it did the job. I saved up so much money to get the Elgato HD60, which I actually still have with me. I haven't upgraded at all. I have the original one I bought from 2015. That shit was $179.99, I believe. And then now I actually bought a laptop. I bought some random Windows HP 7 laptop I bought with money I made from refereeing. That I think was around $200, give or take. For the console, again, I got an Xbox as a gift. That was like one of my Christmas presents. So that would be $399, but because especially most people have a console nowadays, in 2016, I'm just gonna say that was free. Also during this phase, I was pretty much entirely just playing FIFA, which again, that was free because it was for my birthday. For the microphone, we got the Blue Snowball, which was $49.99. And then for my mouse, I got the MX Master S2. I don't know why I got that. This shit costs $50 as well. So this is where it gets a little bit specific, because for me, obviously I use iMovie to edit all my stuff in the beginning, but around 2016, my dad had started getting the Adobe Creative Suite, so me and my brother could have like a creative outlet, and we had the tools necessary to make what we wanted. So that's not a very cheap decision. It's about $60 a month for the entire Creative Suite, and because my dad is just like, hey, get everything if you can, that's gonna be $59.99 a month. However, at this point, it was free because me and my brother were on the same account, so I'm going to say that it was free. Regardless, there's a lot more editing options out there today, so I don't think it's the end of the world if I say that's free. Now, moving on to more of the equipment-based stuff, my first PC I bought was like $990, so around that to $1,000. This shit was like a pre-built HP Envy, I think. This desk, actually, the glass one, I don't know why the hell I bought a glass desk. This I got from Target for like $80. The speakers, I have some random Polka speaker thing from, again, my dad. They're really good. We got one of my monitors, which is an HP 25 inch. This was 150 bucks. For the camera, this leaked a bit more into 2017, but I had the Sony A or Alpha 5000. That's actually what this is recorded on right now. I totally need a new one, but I don't really have the funds for that. That camera was about $500 when it came out. And the last thing, which is so funny that this is like the biggest proportion of what I've spent, was on the green chair. You can't even see that. The OG GT Omega Racing Green XL Master whatever chair. That shit cost me $450. I definitely tried to buy the image where I look professional because what I was sitting in was professional. Now I made two totals with this just because if you were to pay for Premiere yourself, I would just add on 720, but if you didn't, for 2016, my total came to $2,244.97. With Premiere, that's gonna be $2,964.97. Regardless, a huge jump from 2013. Now, 2023, nowadays, 10 years later, after I spent $666.98 just on reviewing Legos, it is very expensive. So for this section, I'm gonna give two totals. I'm gonna give one total for what I fall into the demographic more of like how I'm taking it professionally and what I'm capable of. And then I'm going more like Mr. Beast route of like what a professional big top time YouTuber is probably gonna be paying. We got the blue Yeti caster for the microphone that comes with the boom arm. That was $249.99. Adobe Premiere Pro just to edit, along with you need Photoshop to edit the thumbnails. You need more of the creative suite to actually make the content the best it can be. My chair that I'm sitting in right now, crazy enough, was $315. Cloud 2 headset, that was I think $80. I got it on sale. This new PC that I'm using right now that I actually got in 2020, this was $2,500, I believe, with all the warranty part stuff. I also have the Logitech C930 HD 1080p, whatever. It was a gift, but it is $99.99. Keyboard I got was a Huntsman Elite. Don't know why I did, but it's $199.99. For the mouse I use, I got the G502 Logitech. I feel like that's pretty stereotypical. That's just $49.99. Now we got lighting involved, so that's an upgrade. Two Elgato Keylight Minis. They're the smaller version. They're $130 each. Again, for the camera, we got this tripod. I have no clue what is this, Manfrotto? Some Italian company. It's $100. Now we got the second monitor involved. That's another $150. 64 gigabyte SD card, which is the only SD card I actually have. I still haven't bought a new one, and it's $16. Now today you're gonna have to be able to edit on the go. So usually MacBooks are the most common type of laptop because it has AirDrop. So if you want to make a video, you make it a short, and then you can AirDrop it to your phone so you can post it wherever. That typically is the fastest, especially with what I've seen as a graphic designer. And my MacBook was $3,100. That's a lot. Talking about consoles, I actually only have a Nintendo Switch, so that's $350. And then the last type of avenue is a Quest or some type of VR, and the stupid cable that comes with it. That was an $80 cable, and it's a $300 Quest. Now, I can't believe it's this much, but this is $8,570.94 just for what I use day to day. Pretty much every YouTuber will have every type of console and every way to get content. So you'll probably need a Stream Deck if you're gonna be streaming. That's $149.99. Probably gonna need a PS5 and the Xbox Series X, which is a grand total. Then on the camera side, I have no clue what this would look like because I have the one camera I've had for like 6 years. But before I got this, I actually wanted the
Canon
G7X Mark II, which was about $630, but I couldn't get it. That's why I got this one. And then if you're gonna use like a main camera, so like you have a challenge video or something that goes on the tripod for the front camera angle, based on some random research I kind of skimmed, you're probably gonna be getting something around a Canon EOS Mark 50, which is about $500, which I'd probably say is, I guess, average for at least the body of the camera, regardless of the lens. And you're probably gonna get two of those because I know pretty much every single video you watch nowadays, there's multiple camera angles of whatever's happening. Now, the total for the professional YouTuber in 2023 is $11,350.93. However, there's one thing missing, and that is the literal crew salary. Pretty much all successful YouTubers and YouTube channels today work in a team where they have either a motion graphics editor, they have a video editor, they have maybe a shorts or reels or TikTok short form editor, they have a graphic designer for their thumbnails, they have a camera crew, they may have photographers on the side. All of those people get paid by the YouTuber. So they're having to pay people's salary of like 4, 5, 6 people. Now I have literally no clue how much that is because It's still me, myself, and I. And the other thing we're not throwing into the mix, that is not even including the cost of the video. So yes, it takes some money to get the camera and the tripod and the lighting and the computer and the keyboard, the mouse, the editing. However, that isn't even talking about the thousands of dollars of FIFA points that I wasted opening, getting no one. Or the jersey reviews that I got, the Ronaldo jersey review, that was a $140 jersey, along with the Ronaldinho jersey, that was $330. Now we face the question, do you need this good of equipment to make good videos? No. Just by seeing through my entire library back through 2013, I worked with what I had. I was that cringy kid that put his iPad on the couch and recorded his Minecraft Xbox screen because I didn't have a PVR or any way to record the screen. If I wanted to record a soccer video, I didn't have a private microphone to put on my shirt to record the best audio. I recorded with my iPad. I even recorded with the front-facing camera on my iPad. I don't know why I did that. I even went to a fake FIFA website to play Search and Discard because I could not afford to get the coins or from packs and FIFA points to do it on real FIFA. All the cameras that I started working with were ones that I had or ones that somehow I just got, but I worked with what I had. And I truly think the only advantage that you have over someone else, whether you're just starting to get into the content creation space or anyone that's just curious about how it goes, is by starting now. You can look through my entire channel library and see if it's impressive or the amount of work that I've put in, the time, the energy about doing different ideas, topics, games. The only reason that looks the way it does now is because I started 10 years ago. You can get stuck in analysis paralysis where you think about all the things you're going to do or how you want to plan it, or maybe you're using equipment as an excuse where you can't make good content because you don't have a camera that films in 1080p, or you don't have a microphone that's going to get you top tier quality. But if you do nothing, there was nothing to show for it. I actually wrote an autoethnography about this topic back when I was in college in 2019. It's the longest essay I've ever written because it was something I actually enjoyed, and it was answering the question of, is YouTube easy? Let me know in the comments if you'd want to see that website published, because I actually could publish it if I want. Realistically too, there's also no answer, because does it help that I'm recording this in a better quality than recording on my stupid 440 pixel camcorder I did in 2016? Yes, but also does that mean that a viewer will watch it longer because it is clearer? Not necessarily. I genuinely cannot say this enough because I also just love making content, but if you are interested in doing it, just start doing it. Regardless, your first videos, your first editing, whatever, it will suck. They'll be so bad because mine were so bad. And I'm still trying to figure out my creative voice. And even with all the amount of money that I've put and time and effort into my hobby, still haven't received my $13.49 from Google AdSense. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. It was a very different video. I actually got inspired for this video idea based on like a Mr. Beast interview. And I also just noticed that I hit around the 10-year mark of making content. So happy creating, I guess. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already because you already reached the end of the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.